I'm so happy we're doing this.
Me too.
Same. Shelly flew in all the way from Geneva
For this
Just
guesting.
for this.
just for this.
This has been highly anticipated in
But-
the Paano Ba To universe.
Talaga ba?
Highly anticipated. Isa lang naman nag-reply, podcast episode please.
Hello, supers! This is Paano Ba To the podcast, created and hosted by me, Bianca Gonzalez, produced under Animal Podcasts. And I'm so happy because we are back here in the studio, and actually, it's the first time that I will get to record a podcast episode in person with three of my closest friends, Lynn, Anna, and Shelly. Now, if you're familiar with the podcast and you've watched the YouTube videos, I'm sure kilala nyo na sila. But if not, this episode will be a great introduction, especially because it's Women's Month. So yeah, let's get right to it. So for the benefit of those who are new to this friendship, wow! I would like to introduce to you Lynn, Anna, and Shelly. Hindi pala ako mag-introduce. Kayo pala mag-introduce. Sige. Go ahead, Lynn.
Hi, I'm Lynn.
Tell everyone a bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a marine conservationist.
Hi, I'm Shelly. I'm a humanitarian and an organizational development specialist.
Hi, I'm Lynn. I'm an educator and a women empowerment advocate.
Oh, see? Ganda. Galing ng friends ko. Okay. I love this. I love that this is happening. This is actually a Sing It plan from Just Dinner plan. So thank
Yeah.
you. And there's no way I would rather have a first episode for Women's Month than this.
Then your
Oh,
main
wow.
barkada, TM.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay.
Modest yung ano mo.
Oo nga
reply
eh.
mo.
Okay, so Women's Month episode, and the topic we agreed on was about how to find your tribe or how to find your group.
Hindi yan yung pinagrihan mo.
Hindi yan yung
Bakit
prompt.
may iba yung question?
How to find your group of girls who really have your back, who you
Yeah.
can trust, who are there for you. Kasi when I post about it, for example, on my personal socials, or for example, I talk about it on Paano Ba To, I get that question a lot na parang, but how do you know? Or how do you find that? So, I guess that's what we'll try to answer today.
Mhm.
Who wants to go first?
Wait lang, can you clarify the question? How do you know what? That they are the women you can trust?
How do you find that? How do you know that they're the women? I guess parang, paano mo malalagay yung sarili mo sa sitwasyon na yun ang nakapaligid na tao sa'yo?
Okay.
So how do you curate the kind of people you surround yourselves with?
Curate ba is the word? Paano lang nila hanapin? Paano ba to, guys?
Paano
ba? Oo.
Paano nila hanapin?
Alam ko na. Paano
Okay.
ba sila magkakaroon ng main
Barkada
squad?
TM.
And I
Okay.
think another good question to ask is how do you maintain those
Yes.
friendships? Especially when you get older and
Life
priorities
happens.
change. Because I was thinking about the question how you find it. And for us, we were brought together by a leadership group. So it was a common interest that we had. And then for, I guess, our other friends, it was school or maybe like a hobby that you did growing up. But there was that singular thing that intentionally brought us together.
Right. By the way, ang ganda ng boses
Oo
mo
nga,
sa
sabihin
mic.
ka, ganda ng timbre.
Ganyan talaga pag trained singer. Wow.
I mean, your voice has always been nice, but ito ibang
Iba.
level hearing it here. The
Wow.
clarity.
Okay,
So,
magmamodulate
Lea
din ako.
Salonga.
That said,
Yan. Okay.
Diba? So that was what brought us together. But a good question is also how do you sustain and maintain those friendships?
So, sagutin muna natin yung first.
Yes, yes.
O, paano nga?
I think it's definitely more difficult to make new friends as an adult.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because again, like Anna mentioned, when you're younger, there's a natural habitat, I guess, where you
School.
find, yes, exactly, school,
Clubs.
so it's easier to find like-minded people.
Bakit?
When you said clubs, bakit pumasok na yung
Tugs, tugs. Oh,
Wonder rin, meron din ako naging barkada na because of
Oo
Totoo rin
naman.
naman.
Fiamma
Meron
Fresh
din.
Fridays. Wow.
Yeah. Overtone. Kailan yun?
Yan.
Tuesdays ba yun?
Pontiac.
Sige
Yes,
na.
Tuesdays.
Alam na natin kung anong generation,
Oo
no?
nga, pwede pa cut yun. Yes, so there are natural habitats where you find friends. But then as you get older, it's more difficult. Like, for example, in a workplace, it's not that every person you work with, you'll share the same values or you'll share the same interest, right? But I think, to me, what's been helpful is having that openness and that curiosity about other people. I love my story of how Liz Lanuso, I think maybe you know her. So she and we met through a common friend, and then we also invited her for She Talks Asia. And then, like, we would just randomly message each other. And then one day she just messaged me, "Hi, do you want to try tennis?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I've never played tennis in my life. And I really suck at it, but now we have an every other Wednesday tennis club. And this just started like a few months ago. So I do think that openness and curiosity help.
Being game.
Yeah, being game. And,
Ano ko being gay?
Pwede rin.
that's also fun.
Yeah. I
But,
can imagine
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Pwede rin. What comes to mind when you said that parang sometimes as adults when you meet someone for the first time, meron na tayong, as much as we don't want to be judgers, meron tayong,
Oh, we are always judged.
yeah, ganyan, diba? So, that super helps. I mean, many people have surprised me na, hindi pala siya maarte or hindi pala siya mayabang. Bait pala siya. Parang ganyan.
Yeah, that is a challenge, no? Parang how do you make sure that you don't let your first impressions of people, which are often wrong, by the way, get in the way of you making friends with them?
Tama.
Mahirap pala yung question. Parang nung nag-chat tayo, parang
Madali
madali lang siya. As someone who, living abroad and then uprooting yourself from the community that you have, I need to be more deliberate about looking for friends. And I remember at one point I said, bago pa lang ako nun living abroad, I said, do I really need to make friends? I have amazing friends. And okay
Thank
na
you.
ako. You're welcome. Thank you. But yeah, this whole being curious about other people and being open, hindi mo naman kailangan silang i-friend agad.
Yeah.
Right? So if there's, kunyari, in a romantic relationship, kung may spark, you feel like you're on a wavelength that you'd like to enjoy exploring a bit more, then you can cultivate it. There are also other people, because this is a common topic among adult immigrants, na paano ako magkaka-friends, paano ako magkaka-barkada. Some of them are super deliberate, so they would go on Bumble Friend app, ano ba yun? Bumble Friend feature. Tapos, it's really like, do you want to be my friend? And do you want to hang out? It's as if you're a child in a kindergarten playground and gusto mo maging friend. And then, kung wala, after a couple of times of having coffee or, I don't know, cross-stitching, something, hindi mo naman kailangan, walang pilitan magpatuloy, which is, I think, also the joy of being an adult. You know already what works for you and what doesn't. So, push mo lang yan kung gusto mo. Tapos kung wala, it was a good experience getting to know another human being.
Yeah, true.
Totoo, no? Ang hirap pala ng question. Like, we're only on how to make friends as an adult, but ibang level yung how to find someone or attract someone or be with someone na maaasahan.
Yeah. But
How do
maybe
you
the question
discover
is
that nga?
also, how can you be one?
Yes, that's nice.
So it's if you're looking for that person na, or that group of people na, what can I get from them? Ikaw din. Ano bang,
what can you give?
Anong ambag mo, girl?
Like, would you consider yourself as someone that other
Oo.
people can count on? Oh, that's nice. I love that.
So, ibig sabihin ba, when we're that type of friend, that's also the type of friend we attract?
I feel we stick to people whose values we can relate to or whose values we resonate with. So, to that point, if you're someone who is trustworthy or someone who's considerate and someone who, is dependable as a friend, someone who makes an effort to keep in touch, then I also feel that the kind of people you'll attract or the kind of people who'll stay are those who see that these are the values that they want for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And make an effort for you in the same, parang it's a two-way thing. So you make an effort for them, they'll make an effort for you. Effort.
So sorry. So I just have a quick anecdote. So one of my friends from La Union, he's the type who's not really very verbal about love. In fact, he he tends to be emotionally unavailable.
Mm.
And then because he's surrounded by people.
3 syllables.
Let's not guess who this person is. But yeah, but because he was surrounded during the pandemic by people who were very verbal about, I love you, you're such a great friend. Now, like recently, during Christmas, he messaged me, Merry Christmas, I love you.
Aw,
so cute.
character
Yeah.
development.
Yes.
There's also so much value in knowing who you are and what kind of friend you want to be. Because I've been thinking about this a lot. And in every friend group, you play different roles. Like, I'm the type of person who always says, when are we gonna see each other for dinner? Let's have brunch. Ako yung nag-aayos nung mga instances for us to go out. And there are some people who just like to show up and not plan anything. And you can't take that against each other because you have to understand that some people are just not the type na sila yung sumusuyo. Ganon, di ba? Like what you're saying, like some people are not non-verbal, for example. So you have to, like, in terms of like the languages of love, kailangan alamin mo rin what the other person appreciates and what you can give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me before na you realize that I'm not the kind of friend who is very good at keeping touch online. But then, when we're together, you have 100% of my attention.
Yes.
And
Are you
then-
trying to defend yourself?
In public.
Oo.
Recorded.
No, but then I realized when you said that. So you said that about me and Anya,
Yeah.
our other best friend. And then when Anya and I heard that from Anna, we realized, oh, Anna, that she really likes it when people send her voice notes.
Yeah.
So we made more of an effort.
Yes.
Oh.
I always say that they're my most improved friends when it comes to keeping in touch.
Yeah, no, so I guess adjusting to what each other likes or parang making an effort in the direction that will be appreciated by the friend you want to get closer to. Parang is a big deal. While you were talking kanina, may isa din ako naisip na parang what reveals the type of friend who will have your back or who is really someone you can trust is when they can tell you hard things and you can talk about hard things. Because that's what I feel the three of you have brought to my life that I don't have in my other circles. That's hard, to have hard conversations. But I guess that reveals na parang, oh grabe, kaya naming pag-usapan yun or kaya niya ako i-real talk or... Diba? That reveals a lot for me.
Which we usually begin with, as a true friend. May kailangan tayong pag-usapan.
Yeah.
But it also speaks to how much trust you give each other because you wouldn't have that real talk. You wouldn't take